Mm. Damn, I'm using frames, and a lot of them. Around 35% it seems. Welcome everyone, hi, my name is Gabriel and this is the stream for Stanley's Parable. My first official blind stream, which is kind of an interesting idea. Uh, okay, what's the plan? I'll be streaming for around half an hour. This is also not all for only for people who are viewing this, but also for those who will later see this material on YouTube, I believe. Stanley Parable, a game that, how to say it, became um, an interesting and very phenomenal phenomenon. This game looks to be something totally different than anything I've ever played. I'm playing usually adventure games, strategy games, and most of all RPG games. And this game is an interactive simulation with tremendously good humor. I played the demo for Stanley Parable. I played some other things, uh, no, sorry, I watched the trailers, I read the reviews, and at the moment I bought the game. It is on sale on Steam today, and I started playing this, and I have never seen a game that can treat player like this has in the first 20 minutes that I played. So we'll be going to this stream from today, and that will show you what type of game this is. We'll be going to follow instructions until at some point I'll say enough, and then we'll see. Loading. Yeah. Loading screens have a tendency to be a little bit of problematic in general in games, I think. Oh, wait a second. Yep, here we are. I wanted to change this a little bit on my desktop because I'm playing in a window. Here we are. I'm supposed to go left. That might be a good idea to try to go right, which I did. I can only tell you that this ends up with a significantly disturbing environment, and the game doesn't actually allow me to go to the right door again, so we have to go to the left one. Doors are closed, and basically not much is happening.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase
The
that
narrator
knowledge.
is a
I'll have to
perfect
live
voice
with it
actor.
forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do
Yeah,
I...
tell me, man.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Seems he's doing this. Okay. Can we start from the beginning? Or I don't know. This looks disturbing, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You.
Yes,
who thought you
me.
were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It
Your
was the only
game, I
thing in the
bought
world that
this.
was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yes,
Didn't
I
I
did.
impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a
Well, it
world
did.
outside of you? You're a child.
No, I'm a grown-up man.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It
I
would have been
quite
so
don't think so.
perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard
Oh.
to behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
Ah.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, the thing is, it's not that I have enough of his ramblings, because I would gladly still go not with the current and go right here. Might be not a good idea. So let's follow. Okay, I'll play Stanley for you.
Yet
Yep.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That's a most possibly a good idea for a worker. What do we have here? How to solve a dispute with a co-worker. Oh, using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. This game has basically I think everyone is unique. You, most of all. Motivational posters or something like that. We need reviews. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water coolers heaters. Alright. A lot of percent teenagers, whatever that means. I think this game is a little bit of a something of a parable, in a sense, more more in-depth sense of the word, on a lot of levels. Working in a corporation on one hand, game development on the other, minimalism in the third. Where are your dreams for the future? Plant life, a boat, pollution, spring being clean sky. Well, will he say something about me staying in this room? Not going to the boss? Oh, by the way, give me a second. Because I see something interesting in my... No, sorry. The upload speed is tremendously low. Which means I don't stream as good as I could. I'll have to try streaming once from a different place in my home. Okay, let it be your way, man. Broom closet. Okay, that's not exactly what I need.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to go downstairs. Oh, I can't jump. Yeah, that much. I know that much from the very beginning. Seems you have to go here. Oh. Yeah, that's a boss, that's for sure. The fact that the doors close behind me, it's usually not so good. Okay, it seems I'll have to... Yeah, we're dropping some frames in the stream, which is not exactly the thing I was hoping for. Is it this room? No, this isn't so closed. It's good to see that there are corridors in this game that are differently designed. Come on. No, nothing here. Nothing here. It seems you'll have to go here. Oh, okay, that's the boss. It's good to know.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Oh, okay.
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen
Did
it
I?
on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak
115.
up,
Good to
but
know.
now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath
Okay.
and then spoke the code.
Now just give me a second so I can see what are the paintings on the walls. This one looks disturbing. All others are a little bit too blurry.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Yeah, on the wall. No, that's painting. That's the wall.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Do I have to?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, oh,
You're
fine.
not gonna do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you had better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did
Okay.
you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over
I
there.
did
Why
went.
did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh, again.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, that's an interesting thing.
Stanley? Hello? Is
Oh,
everything
I like
okay?
this one.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Quite sure this is
Stanley, this is
still not.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand?
I love this
Whatever
game.
choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Seems we'll
Do
have to
something.
load the game.
This is more important than you can
Additional
ever
music.
know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
Can't do nothing here, it seems.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your
Senator
choice
is
is
Havoc
correct.
physics.
That is the best choice.
Nice to know. So I remember Havoc system.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay. It seems I unlocked another ending. I'm good at unlocking endings in those games. Maybe I'm not. Okay. Back to Stanley Parable. Is there another way to deal with this? Seems I'll have to speak the password. Nope. Beginning again from the
All of
very
his
beginning.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So let's just skip
Stanley
this.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Seems I did saw a lot of different things happening here.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
I
doors,
know.
he entered the door on his left.
Then the boss room. Then
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
speak
of
into the
disbelief,
receiver.
Stanley
That's
decided
obvious.
to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a
Ah.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Downstairs we go. This time I was able to go downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive
there is no
economy,
linearity in
why
this
had
game.
he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Yeah, that's true.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
I mentioned
And for
that too.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself,
I love an infinite loop.
Go back to my boring
Really,
real-life
I do.
job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this
Sorry,
while I'm still
that was
lucid.
not intended.
So, he imagined himself
Catching.
flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he
Great.
had still not woken up. How was he remaining so
Well,
lucid?
I'm quite
And then
sure I will
perhaps the
never be
strangest
bored
question
with
of them
this.
all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing
Narration
itself
is
being
great.
considered by Stanley, who
You
found
don't
it
need me here,
particularly strange.
it
I'm
seems.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply
How long
deceiving
can we
himself,
continue this? I
believing
wonder.
that if he's asleep, he
Quite
doesn't
sure
have
we
to
will
take
just end
responsibility for
up
himself?
with another end
Stanley
of
is
game.
as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the
Is
voice
it?
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this
Am I?
was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Really?
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue
Pushing
pushing the
buttons.
buttons.
Not
Please.
to mention that I'm doing this
It's
all the
I
time in
want.
the game.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life
Wait a second.
exactly the way it's always been.
That
My
it will never
life is
be.
normal. I am normal. Everything will be
Okay.
fine. I am okay.
And that's the end of the game and more credits. Right? No.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I
And
must be. Can
madness,
anyone hear my
it
voice?
seems.
Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Seems not a good idea in this game to work.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got
Oh,
dressed,
come
gathered
on.
her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for
Okay.
an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
As I said,
Everyone
madness.
knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was
Okay,
comforting
so
to
it
think
seems we
this,
do
and
know
in a certain way,
what this,
seeing
how this game
man
was
made her feel
created.
better.
I should,
But then she
and
remembered
I
the
will
meeting she
from
had
now on, I
scheduled
believe,
for that day.
do
A very
what the
important
game
people
asks me
whose
to do.
impressions of her would affect
What
her
actually a
career,
player should
and
do,
by
I think,
extension, the
to
rest
at
of
least
her
some
life.
degree.
She had no time for this, so it was only a
So,
moment that she stood there,
I would just
staring
want
down
him to
at the body.
continue.
And then she
Just a second, give me a moment, because I have to change a few things in a setting. Okay, can the game continue? Yeah, here we are, loading again. We've seen that part, I think. And yeah, starting the game
How
again from the
wonderful.
beginning.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is
Ah,
what I've wanted all along.
narration
I
has
got
changed.
what I wanted. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, fine, I'll do it. Oh, sorry. Left it is. We've been through this part. At least, might be a different part, I
Yet
don't
there
know.
was not a single person here either.
We've
Feeling
watched
a
the
wave of
slideshow
disbelief,
already, that's
Stanley
2.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Fine,
boss's
fine,
office.
fine. Here I've been before. Was I? Yeah, I was. And oh,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
it's a
stunned
different
to discover
one.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2, 8, 4, 4. What was the number again? Fuck.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2, 8. What the hell was the number? It's not that I didn't.
2845.
Yeah, fine.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to
Oh,
input
shit.
the correct code by sheer luck.
And
Amazing. He stepped into
Whoa.
the newly opened passageway.
and what if I won't? No, let's do this because I'm not getting any progress. Looks very Abstergo-like. No, Abstergo would be cleaner. Nothing interesting here. No, just darkness. So maybe the better idea to just go here. Push the button and ride the elevator down. No, I think we did beat a level, it seems. This game is not exactly that. No, it's perfect every way. Truly. Just can we adjust the camera a little bit here. Oh wait, yeah, that's more like it, I think.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Did it?
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Can I go even lower? I would like to go lower. Seems we won't. Fine. Whatever that building is, we are in its underground
Stanley walked
facilities,
straight
it
ahead
seems.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Not so fast, man. Not yet. We'll see what he will say. And we will just wait. And wait. And wait. I don't think that's a perfect idea. Okay, let's go. And what do we have here? Escape! No, 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 no. That's last time I tried to go not where they directed me. It was all not good. Okay, this looks more like it. Like the demo version, it seems. Oh, button. This won't open. This little part leads me back to a closed door, of course. This game is, by the way, I think it was done on the Half-Life engine.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Did
Would
I?
he have the
Did
strength
he?
to find out?
No. No. I'm a coward. I don't think I am. Who cares? A room full of mind control, so called. Right. Anything else that starts here? No. This also does not start. Actually, I can't read what the fuck is said on those things here on the paper. Don't know why. No, nothing here as well. This will bloody start something.
Now
Obviously.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's
Okay.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Totalitarian regime and corporation. Who could have thought? Okay. Let's go and let's see what this... Yeah, where is 237? Was it the number? Okay, this button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Of course.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Emotions. That's the part that was in one of the trailers of this game. The best trailer, I think. Seems we have to go here.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
Oh,
it.
fired.
His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Obviously.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Where are we going
Had he
now?
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Mind control
And as the
status is
cold reality of his
offline.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Don't be so fast. What's this? But number 3 doesn't actually change anything, it seems. Anything else out here? These are offline. Offline. My control is offline in general. This leads to where? No dialogue here. No, seems we can play. Facility power. Seems we'll have to. Wait a second. Can I go upstairs? Seems I can. Let's see what the hell is going to happen there. Yep. Stairs again. No, this is number 4. Doesn't turn on anything, so it seems we have to find a place where... Well, there's a blue monitor here. Looks interesting. Nope, it just said the console's disabled. Yep, seems everything is offline unless we turn on the power. Mind control idea, waiting input. Idle. Okay, sorry. So, tell me, narrator, what's
And when
going
at
to
last
happen
he found the
here?
source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
System power. Everyone knows that a player, when it is asked to do one thing, tries to do the other.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
No.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Okay.
You don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh,
In the event
fine.
that this machine is activated
Another
without
death
proper
to
DNA
my count.
identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this makes things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere
2 minutes.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
And
What all
even
this means,
more
I barely know where to start.
fanatical dialogue.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
No, this is perfect.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground,
One of the best
swallowing
games I
everyone
played.
inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
40 seconds and we're dead.
Go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
Great.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose
is just
in this
perfect.
Stanley.
The greatest
You're
part
in for quite a disappointment. But here's a
of this
spoiler for
game.
you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead
Best
of watching
part
the
of this
cutscenes
game is
that
that you
will
want
watch
to
you for every
see all the
moment that you're
deaths.
powerless. To see
It
you
seems.
made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to
Oh,
strike.
great.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I
Yeah,
will be
that's
laughing at every
this
second
great.
of your
This game
natural
is a
life
great
from the moment we
joke.
fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Yep, that was the end. Can we see the credits again? These are the loading screen. So that will make me very happy. Yeah, loading. There it is. Okay. Come on, game. Load up so I can finish the stream because I'm tired. Most of my day today was taken away by a few activities I had to do. So that's Stanley Parable for you, and I hope you enjoyed this because I did. Sorry for the fact that I'm not speaking that loudly, that much, but you know, the narrator here is actually the star. So yeah, well, phenomenal game I have in front of me, and uh, as I said, this was a blind stream, so I will be playing Stanley's Parable more. I don't think that I will do it on the streams because it's not exactly a streaming game. I think it's rather a single player experience where you basically laugh each time you hear what he has to say. Thank you for your attention and thank you for joining the stream. As I said before, I'm trying to stream a little bit more than I did previously. So 1, 2, 3 streams a week, not so long things because I don't have the luxury of time to stream very long stuff, and you know, or the hour-long streams, 5-hour long streams, 3-hour long streams. It's just not me. Not to mention that after 2 days ago when I tried to stream, my throat was devastated, and because I was reading a visual novel, which more or less I'm quite sure we will try to stream again. So once again, thank you, and hope to see you next time. My name is Gabriel, and this was a stream of the Stanley Parable. Uh, one of the best games last year, I think, released. Hope to see you next time. And as always, feel free to join the YouTube channel or to follow the channel on Twitch.